You can have as many users on your payment gateway as you would like, and they can be configured in the User Accounts menu. As you can see in this account, we have 2 different users, both with different permissions. An overall summary of the permissions and notifications are right here marked by letters. The key is right below. If you want to see in detail what a merchant has access to, you can click on their name. And as you can see, all of the user's information is here, and all of their permissions are listed in great detail. The gateway allows incredibly fine-grained control over what you have access to at a user level. So this user can do almost everything in the gateway, whereas if we go back and go to this other user, they have far more limited permissions. They can't do nearly as much. If I ever want to change the information for a user, I can change their name, I can change their title, the language their account is in, the email, and any of the permissions below. No permissions are set in stone and can always be changed by an administrative user. If this user ever loses their password and needs to reset it, an administrative user can pull up this page and click the Resend User Welcome email. When they click this, it will reset the user's password and send an email to whatever email the user has on file for them to create a new one. That link will expire in 24 hours, so you want to make sure that the person who's receiving that email clicks it as soon as they can. If you want to create a new user, you can click this link here to create a new user account. The required fields are first name, last name, email address, and username. Please be aware that the username must be a unique username for the entire gateway, not just your individual account. In the event that you enter a username that has already been used, when you try to create the username, you'll receive an error message and you will try something else. Below are the permissions to all of the many features of the gateway, and you can turn these on or off as you see fit. The first section is for multiple ways that you can process transactions in the gateway, from the virtual terminal to the API to swipe. You can expand any of these sections to show specific types of transactions. So if you want to create a user who can only log into the virtual terminal and run refunds, you can do that. These controls are configurable all the way down the line for every sort of transaction source. If you have multiple processors on your gateway, you can expand this and see all of your credit card and check processors and control access this way. And down here, you have access to specific features of the gateway, such as recurring, transaction reports, and the customer vault. One important one to know about down here is the permission to access administrative options. This is where you determine whether a user has access to the settings pane at all. If you turn this on, the user will have permission to look at the gateway settings and make changes to all of these menu items, including their own user permissions. If you turn this off, they will not have access to settings and will not be able to change any settings in the gateway. Finally, at the bottom we have notifications. These are all email notifications, so you can pick and choose which ones you want this user to receive. 2 of the most common ones are the first one, receive transaction receipts, which will email this person a notification every time a successful transaction is run, and receive settlement summaries. This is the email we will send every day upon settlement to show you how many transactions processed through your account. Once you've selected the settings, you can hit Create User, and again, all of these settings can be configured and changed at any time.